Welcome back to Driveway Party. Okay, so I am LS swapping the Camaro, and since it will have a lot more power, it's pretty likely that I break the rear axle. So I'm going to have to upgrade it. Unfortunately, look how expensive some of these aftermarket rears are. You know, they're between $2,500 and $3,000 basically. The cheapest one I can find is an 8.8 from Hawk's 3rd Gen for about $2,300 depending on how you option it. And unfortunately for me right now, $2,300 is just not in the cards. So I'm going to try to do my own version of this with the smallest amount out of pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and find some stuff to take to the scrapyard. Look at all these junk lawnmowers in the weeds. I guess I can scrap these. There's also some old MG bumpers nobody wants with the rubber housings. I might see if I can get the rubber off of them. Otherwise the scrap guy is going to be mad. Okay, load one at the recycling center, $50.60. Okay, next to the Camaro on the ground there was a whole bunch of scrap right there. So I asked Chris if I could take his scrap. He said yes. I just got it all loaded up. So let's take a second trip to the scrapyard and see how much we can get for all that. Bunch of brake rotors. Here is the second scrap load. Doesn't look like a lot, but I can definitely feel that it's heavier than the first scrap load. Woo! $132. Second trip. That's enough for a rear axle. One more load of scrap. Got a lawnmower, a Jeep axle, a bunch of metal posts, and some oil pans. Load 3, also $50.60. Alright, kind of rainy day, but going to the scrapyard again. Got 9 starters and alternators and 2 battery cores. Let's see what they pay out for that. And then that's probably the last of the scrap. Alright, $57.20. My favorite junkyard ever. We got lots of tractors here too, and garden equipment. Well, here it is, Ford Explorer. I read the axle tag, it has 373s. I just paid $10 to have it cut out. In order to use the Ford Explorer axle in the Camaro, I need to buy 2 brackets. The first is this Hilti mount, which you use to mount the torque arm to the center of the axle. And the second is the Midwest chassis brackets, which mount the control arms, the springs, and the shocks. So between the 2 of these, we'll be able to install this axle in the Camaro. Well, here it is, my Ford 8.8 differential. I couldn't help but take the cover off without recording it. And this little wavy clip here signifies that it is a posi lock differential. You can see here, 1, 2, 3, these are the clutch packs. So I kind of suspected, you can't really tell from the tag. They're always so rusted out or missing. I could read that it was 373s, but I noticed that this one was a 2-wheel drive V6. So that to me kind of, since it's 2-wheel drive, it's going to need some help in the snow. So I figured it had a better chance of having the posi differential, and sure enough, I lucked out. It was a little bit of a gamble, but I figured the 2-wheel drive one would have it. So I did find that the disc brake was stuck in here. The drum parking brake is just totally rotted out, but I'm going to delete those anyway on both sides. But man, I'm just smiling ear to ear. I'm so happy this thing has the posi and 373s, which is pretty much the gearing that I wanted. So that's a good start for the old Camaro. Now we just have to take all these brackets off and weld up the F-body brackets so it can bolt right in. Got the Hilti mount. Shout out to Dan Mall, Maltech Mountain. Hit him up. All right, here is the end result. You can kind of see the resemblance. Sorry about the wind noise. But this is my 8.8 that I basically built for under $300 out of pocket after doing some scrapping. Still have to put it in. But yeah, that's going to be it for this week. So like and subscribe. Appreciate everybody watching. And see you next weekend.
Yes! Oh my god! It's alive! I never thought this thing would run again, dude.